got your old friend Billy Buck Roscoe here today with Old School with Billy Buck Roscoe and friends. In studio today, we have Benny Buck Roscoe, as usual, my lifelong producer, and he is somewhat related to me, I reckon. I'm not really sure. And then we have our resident liberal, communist, whatever, Mr. Trent Bender. And I see you have your herbal tea once again there, Trento.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. So
liberal communist.
Yeah,
Let's just start with
whatever.
Let's start with that. Why am I a liberal communist?
Because you're over there brainwashing all these little youngins to
How am I doing that?
Well,
what am I?
You drive your Vespa. You drive your Prius.
How does that make me a communist?
Well, nobody drives a Vespa.
Many people do.
No.
Yeah.
No. Over in maybe European theater they do, but not in America.
Okay, so they're all communists there because they drive Vespas?
Obviously.
Obviously?
Yes.
How obviously?
But obviously because they're on a little pink Vespa.
There's China.
China
is a communist country.
Yes. There's Russia.
Yeah. Well, that's
Russia's China's a communist country.
That's it.
No.
That's it.
Venezuela. Cuba.
Dictator, evil dictatorship.
They're all communist.
Oh, okay.
If they don't believe in God and they drive Vespas, they're all communist.
If I'm an American and I'm willing to die for my country and I drive a Vespa, I'm a communist.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell?
At least now I know what I'm dealing with, okay? All right, so moving on, because this is going nowhere.
No, it's not, because I'm going to tell you right now, ain't somebody in your family kind of like one of them school teachers?
My wife.
Yeah, outstanding. Because, I'm a professor at MIT.
Did you know? No.
Yes, it is. I'm the first.
This is going to be a whopper.
I'm the first professor of mechanical engineering at MIT.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can sort of see.
I'm one of the meritorious professors that I come in and show these youngins that don't know how to drink different ways to have a nice cold beer. Engineering, yeah. I created the course, and I am the first in the country, probably in the world, to teach these youngins the proper way to drink a beverage, a beer, real beer, not tea, toting,
Busch Light.
Stuff.
So
yeah,
real
Busch
beer.
Light, yeah, real beer. Yeah.
Fine American lager.
It is. It's the first beer that was ever made in this here country. Anheuser-Busch.
I think it was Yingling, but that's fine. Whatever.
Well,
We're
whatever.
not going to argue.
Yeah.
We're not going to argue about it.
We're
not.
Yingling.
It's the oldest brewery in America.
Well,
whatever.
Okay, but
semantics.
they were
Don't
producing.
worry about it.
They were producing Anheuser-Busch products first, and then that Yingling comes second.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. Look it up.
Shit.
America.
Again,
look it up.
With you chapping my biscuits. Starting off the show, chapping my biscuits as usual.
It only took 3.5 minutes.
Not even that. You walked in the door and you're frosting my nutties.
Again.
Yeah.
With the frosted nuts.
Well, yeah, that and my biscuits. It's all in the nether regions that get chapped and frosted because of you.
Yeah, well.
You and you alone. So getting back to my professorship.
Please do. I think it's amazing.
Yes. What do you mean amazing?
MIT. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Massachusetts Institute of Technological Good Stuff.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And these kids, they come to me and they say, Billy, learn me the techniques.
So what was the first, just out of curiosity, what was the first thing that you taught them about beer drinking or doing it proper? What was lesson number one?
Lesson number one was the proper handling of a 12-ounce can of beer.
I mean, just drinking it or shotgunning it?
Drinking first, because you can't shotgun without the proper use of a can of beer. All right? And the proper use is, and generally I don't when I'm drinking, use one of these Huggies. But, we're promoting the old school, and my handsome mug, the proper use is to crack the top.
Like open the can? That's
what cracking the top means.
That's real rocket science there, Billy. Usually you got to open the beer
before you
drink it.
So you can drink the beer.
Lesson 1, open the can.
Yeah. Have proper hand angle, bottom finger underneath the can.
What has to be the bottom finger?
Yes.
Okay.
You gotta have it so when you're tilting.
Like a little shelf that sits on.
Yeah, it's a shelf.
Okay. I'm just asking.
It's a shelf. And these three in this thumb.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, the thumb right there on the can.
Oh, so you grab it.
Yes.
You grab first you open it.
You open
then
it.
You grab the can. Okay. It's getting pretty complicated.
Yes, it is. And then, I'm going to move my mic a little bit just to show the proper use of
Oh, you have to
drinking.
Put it to your mouth.
Yeah. No.
Is that the next step?
You bring it up at a 90-degree angle to get.
Oh, so it pours down your throat. Oh, okay. Do you swallow?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the matter with you? And, I drink cans of beer, 2, 3, possibly chugs. All right. Now the first one you irritated me.
So I
let me do it again.
Flow.
Yeah, you interrupted my flow
because I'm me.
Yeah, and you're whatever. Yeah, show that again, Danny boy. Anyway, proper use. Proper. Bring it to the lips.
Do you open your mouth? Do you have to open your mouth?
Yes.
Okay, just
what's the matter with you? Are you kidding me?
No,
do you open your mouth when you drink the herbal tea?
You're the one giving the lesson.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
So we open the can properly. You got your finger on the shelf. You got these three in the gripper here.
And then the pinky is your shelf.
It's your baby finger. I don't say pinky.
Okay, all right.
It's the smallest finger on your hand. And then you come up directly, get a good airflow and a swaller. So you can knock out a can of beer in 3 swallers.
So do you
that was lesson 1.
Do you contend that not many people know about this information?
Yes, I do.
As far as opening a can.
Do you know who you're talking to? Once again.
You think a lot of American youth needs to learn?
Yes, they do, because
what you're teaching them.
Lesson number 2, when it
MIT?
comes to yes, lesson number 2 is shotgunning.
Okay, now that's okay. All right, now we're talking a little more. Okay,
just going on a preemptive strike with you.
Because I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, you're not shotgunning beer tonight because you have embarrassed me.
I have lost my
privilege.
On
the first 2 shows. Yes, you have.
I understand.
You disgust me.
Well, I don't.
Because
does it need to go that far?
Yes. The first show we had.
The first one
ended up on your shirt.
It was kind of everywhere.
My mic
it was
that
kind of
you're
everywhere.
wearing now.
It smells good. It's good.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it smells like moldy.
The second one I improved. It was like it was a small little puddle.
It looked like Lake Michigan. What are you talking about?
It's a small puddle.
A puddle.
Let's rewind the videotape.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, look at this guy. Trent, it's all over the table. He told me to shut up.
Oh, boy.
Semper Fi. Now, you didn't, and it's all over the table.
That's like 80%, though.
I can drink all night. I can drink all night, urinate on the floor, and that puddle that you spilled last show would be bigger than the puddle that I make on the floor or the ground. I don't urinate on floors.
Well, thank you for that.
All right. Anyway, being a professor of mechanical engineering, I just wanted to, because there's somebody in your family that's
my wife's a teacher.
Educational kind of
absolutely.
thing.
She is.
And I got to tell you something. I think you've been and a lot of these people in the educational field, aside from myself being
yes, the beer master of beer.
Yes, doctor of engineering. Yep. I think they're brainwashing our kids. And
okay.
It starts starts in college. Well, actually, it starts when they're youngins.
Yeah,
but,
I would think
it goes right up.
If it's going to be happening, it would start. And if you want
to, what do you mean if?
If you want it to be effective as a brainwasher, you would want to start as soon as possible.
Yeah. Like
I would think
the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-year-olds.
All right, so preschool, first grade.
Yeah. They're
okay, so
waving the little communist flag.
Yeah. Well, so you're saying, what are you saying? Our first kindergarten, first grade teachers.
Well, yeah, they
across America.
The communist flag.
Are cramming the communist flag down our children's throats in order to
they're taking God out of
destroy our country.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
They're taking God out of your educational thing. They take the Pledge of Allegiance out of the educational thing. They take under God. Can you recite the Pledge of Allegiance?
I think I still can, but
I can't.
Speaking of being a robot, yeah.
What are you talking about, robots?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's an outrage.
No, we were forced to recite that.
No, you weren't.
Yeah,
you were volunteered to say that. What do you mean forced?
Yeah, you had to say it every morning. I
yes,
remember it.
And
I didn't mind
to the flag of the United States of America, one nation under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
I remember.
Yeah, and you should have stood at attention.
Did.
I don't think you did.
I did.
Did you have your hand on your heart?
Yes.
Or was it waving your flag?
Yes, because that's what we were supposed to do.
But anyway, I think there's a lot of brainwashing going on there.
Okay.
What do you mean K?
All right.
Well, you tell me. You're the one that...
You believe there's a lot of brainwashing.
Yeah, I mean, when people come into my class at MIT, we recite the Pledge of Allegiance, and then, we talk about, other things, and then we go right into the, mechanical engineering side of my teachings.
Okay. So what you're saying
I'm producing patriots
by teaching them how to drink beer.
Of course.
Okay. So you got patriotism 101.
Well, no, it's mechanical engineering.
Right.
101.
AKA, yeah.
Well, whatever.
Patriotism. So
excuse me.
So what communist doctrines and philosophies and ideas that are being fed to our children? What is it?
Hate America.
So hate America.
Hate America, and don't drink beer.
Well, not if you're in third grade.
Well, I was drinking beer in third grade. Well, I was homeschooled too. But,
okay, well that explains a lot.
What are you talking about? I was homeschooled. Get my beer, Trent.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, don't want to.
I was homeschooled by my grandmother.
Can't have a drop in blood alcohol content on this show. It
what are you
just
talking
goes off
about?
the rails.
No, I don't think it does.
It gets better. I'm sorry. He's right. It does get better.
Yeah. Please continue.
What communist doctrines are being forced upon our children?
Well, they're taking God out of schools. One of them. And that's biggest communist.
Separation of church and state.
No church and state. No separation. This country is founded.
You got a church for religion.
But this country was founded.
Go to church.
By God.
Go to church. Go to church. You don't need to. School is not a church. School is a school.
What about them Catholic schools?
Well, that's a choice of the parent to send a kid to a Catholic school. It's a Catholic school. It's a Catholic school.
Yeah, but they took out in public schooling the Pledge of Allegiance. It had one nation under God.
Yeah, because of the word God.
I
think it's a little silly.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what really started taking the educational system down? Yeah, chap my biscuits.
Yeah.
Was when they took out corporal punishment from all the schooling, getting that paddling. Get a little, paddle will straighten up half these kids. What are you grunting for?
No, the reason I'm grunting is because I'm upset at myself.
Because you didn't get paddled enough?
Because there's a degree of truth, I believe, and this is an opinion show, but yeah, I believe that...
your opinion, my fact.
I got swatted, and it hurt like a son of a bitch.
Well, that's Because you were probably waving the flag.
And I deserved it.
Of the sickle and red.
Yeah, because I was running around the halls in school with my communist flag. That was it. That's why I got in trouble.
Yeah.
No, it's not what happened. But,
yes, it probably what. I'm going to get a tissue.
But I was also, when I growing up as a kid, my parents, it was.
Got a switch? A few times?
Well, it was a Hot Wheel track one. Remember Hot Wheel tracks?
Oh, yeah. I didn't have one, but I wasn't as rich as you.
Yeah, those Hot Wheel trucks were really expensive. Yeah. But yeah, they hurt.
Oh,
but
that's good.
No, it was mom would yell at you, and then if it went to dad, then you were scared. And it wasn't, in my opinion, it was corporal punishment. It was SWATs with the pants down. It was bare ass SWAT, and it was scary and it hurt. And it's like I knew I did something wrong.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with that? Knowing you did something wrong
up and went up in the gut, didn't
it? Be punished for it.
Yeah, well, you should have been.
In a way that a 8-year-old would understand. I mean, it's like sort of.
That wakes you up, doesn't it?
You can't reason with an 8-year-old kid. I'm sorry.
I can.
In my opinion, if you are,
I can reason with an 8-year-old.
You don't
myself
have to choose corporal punishment.
Yep.
I agree with that, but you can't reason. There's no reasoning. It's got to be freaking line in the sand, and that's it. I'm sorry.
You got to be kidding me.
What? That's kind of right up your wheelhouse.
First of all, here's the 3 things I learned when I was a kid. You have a discussion with the big guy. Meaning not that President Poopy Pants, let's go Brandon. My granddaddy, greatest cowboy there ever was in the last century. You had a discussion. When you lost, he said, go get you a switch.
You got to pick your own out?
I got to pick my own out. If it's too small, he'd go get his own.
Right. So you might as well get a good one. Go get a good one.
I always got the biggest one because he only hit you once or twice. And then I straightened up after, what I did wrong.
Right.
Yeah. Unlike some of the kids and you and your Hot Wheel tracks on your bottom, you probably went back and did what you did wrong again. Because you probably wear that flag and everything else. It's just amazing. Just killed me.
I just can't believe that at some point we can actually cross paths and you can't embrace that. Just for a second.
We don't embrace anything together. Me and you. I mean, you're you, and I'm always right.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah, so why don't
I know you think you are.
No.
But there are actual times when we do cross paths, and it's kind of pisses me off that you just
language, son.
Oh, now we're going
language. This is not tea time with Trent. This is Billy Buck Roscoe, old school with Billy Buck Roscoe and friends. So watch your language in front of the younger generations. Because I am right. You're not crossing paths with me. Are you kidding me? Where you been?
I'm disappointed in you, Billy.
What? Disappointed with me?
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in you. So
it's okay. It's okay. So our teachers are creating an army of communists.
Yes.
That will inevitably and eventually destroy our country from the inside. Which is the goal and the agenda of, I don't know, what our
communists
and our current administration,
you know why?
I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, let's take sports for instance.
Sports, okay.
Yeah. When I was growing up, I competed with men. Okay? I didn't go swimming. And for instance, this man, woman, this individual who won the national championship for ladies.
Oh, the swimmer.
The swimmer, okay. Yeah. The ladies.
Oh, okay. Now I know where you're going with this. Okay.
The ladies work all their life, and they get a man that comes in and wins the national championship that wants to be a woman. I think if they're going to be things like that, they should have their own tournament with other men who want to be women or women want to be men. Instead of taking away from the individuals, bust their ass all their life, and then get up there and they got to swim against guys got twig and berries.
I honestly
wearing a women's suit.
I'm glad again that it's easy for you to see this as a black and white thing. I'm jealous because I don't have an answer for it. I don't think anyone has an answer for it. It's in its infancy. This whole situation. All I know is, and my honest opinion is, when I saw the picture of her on the podium.
Who?
Him, her,
it.
Well,
he had berries. I
whatever.
mean, I'm looking at somebody in a swim trunks that's got bigger berries than I do, just bulging out at the bottom right there.
Personally, I wasn't looking at the berries.
I wasn't either, but I mean,
apparently you were.
I don't think so. These things they look like grapefruits sitting down there.
Oh, you had to look at them to make that determination. I wasn't doing that.
Why? The camera panned
and obviously
across.
You were like, wow, nice grapefruit.
I didn't say nice grapefruit. What the? I don't look at other men's grapefruits.
You just said you did.
That was a woman supposedly had. You're a jackass.
Whoa, name calling. Okay.
Well, whatever. I mean, I don't look at men's berries. It was a woman in a chair. It was a woman in a women's suit. They were as big as mine.
Well, the only way to know that is for you to have observed them.
How can you not?
You admit it. Okay, it's
didn't tape himself up. These things were like dangling down there. They look like coconuts.
I can
look like a freaking coconut with a little stick.
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that because I didn't see a picture containing a head-to-toe shot that contained grapefruits and a twig. So I don't know. I don't know.
I don't look at men's grapefruits.
You're just contradicting it. Just let it move. We're moving on.
It was supposed to be a chick up there on the podium.
Okay. So
and they panned down and showed the junk.
Oh, they just went and zoomed in on it?
No, I mean, it was just going across. And then,
you were like, woo!
You look at the second place, and okay, very in shape kind of women's. Then you got the dude on the first place. And, it looked like, my God, it looked like me wearing a Speedo.
I don't ever want to think about that.
I don't wear Speedos because when I wrestle, I use wrestling shorts. Not Speedo shorts.
Oh, the singlet? It's pretty much a Speedo with shoulder straps.
Whatever, and that's what a women's bathing suit was in this thing,
Okay, you still haven't let me
finish.
Just,
beer,
the
please.
problem I had was
where's our beer
when you
bag?
see the podium shot and you see the stature of the winner and the girl next to they're standing next to and you just like this. It's like obvious. It's like wow. That was a pretty big dude at some point, and big person, and now that person is competing against women now, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. And like I said, I think this whole thing. Oh, is your BAC getting a little low? Blood alcohol.
Okay.
Leave
me alone. Finish your thought, Trent. What the?
Okay. And
I'll give you
I think the whole
thing
is. I think the whole thing is in its infancy, and I don't think anyone knows how do you regulate it. How do you do anything with it? As far as I'm glad it's easy for you. I'm jealous that you have this clear answer or in your mind an answer to how to deal with it, but I don't. I have no clue, and I think it is something that needs to be addressed, and I don't know how. I just don't.
All right. So in the future, are they going to give scholarships to men on women's teams and stuff like that? Take away from a girl who's been busting her ass all these years.
I don't know. It's possible.
First of all, men and women are different. Okay.
Well,
men are.
Did you learn that in your engineering degree? That men and women are different? Thank you for that.
What was that?
How exactly are they different?
One's got a bush. The other one's got twig and berries.
Okay.
All right. One's got some guns like these. See them? And one's got guns like you. But anyway, you need to get in the gym a little more often there. You want to look like this?
No,
at my
I
age?
don't.
What?
No, I don't.
You ought to.
The guns are sizable, but
they're huge.
Well, I don't know about huge.
Huge.
That's fine. I'm glad you think that.
No.
Huge.
Are you kidding me? Look at these puppies. Look at that. The thing is bigger than your noggin.
We need to see that.
Yes, you did. Because, I mean, this thing's bigger than that grape that sits on them shoulders. So, anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, yeah, men and
women are different.
They're different. 100%. You know, they're born that way. One's got...
That we can agree on. Hey, see?
And we're not crossing anything.
Come on,
there's nothing that you and I can, you know...
that one?
I am trying to bring... I'm trying to bring you over to the good side.
Okay.
Yeah. All right? Okay. Again, back into my...
Men and women are different.
Yeah, they're different.
Yeah.
Now, I go in there and I wrestle with women's. I'm kicking her ass. Putting her right down just like a bull when I used to steer wrestle.
Okay.
All right? Women can't come in there and do that to me. And...
yeah, again, it is... I think
women's
it's
got that
extremely
estrogen
difficult.
And men's got the testosterone.
Yeah, I'm just saying good luck to all of that. I don't...
Why do 90% of America have to agree with letting...
I don't think they do. I think there are a lot of people scratching their heads and just going, I don't know. Again, it's that to me, that example, that swimming championship was the first real example of like
a joke.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you cannot question the whole thing.
100%
that
a
whole
joke
concept.
Because,
it's tough. What do you do with it?
That's like these track stores that was men that run against women's. Yeah, it just doesn't work like it. You know what I mean?
I think, again, it's just at the very earliest stages of this whole transition. And
what transition?
Of accepting and somehow figuring out how LG, the whole
alphabet of LGB stuff.
Yeah. I don't want to misspeak. Just the transgender.
I won't misspeak, but the thing is...
you're very good at misspeaking, by the way.
I don't think I am. Why do you laugh all the time? Because you don't understand.
I don't.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. I've known you for God knows how long, and it's really too long. But the thing is, you have never come across another American like me. And you need to think like me more often.
Accurate statement.
Yeah, you need to think like me more often.
And again, so you're not embracing the idea that sometimes we do. So it's okay. You're right.
All right. Well, whatever.
And you do, and I do not need to be rubbing off on you.
No, you will never rub off on me. You won't get that daggone close. So this men in sports stuff is really being pushed by the liberal bias meter, and they are so liberal, like CNN Plus, new kind of crap show. It's called CNN Plus. Yeah, that's nobody knows about it. They spent $300 million to brainwash people like you and everybody else in this country about the liberal bias crap, and
is this the liberal media bullet point?
Yeah, I mean liberal media. They're always wrong. They were wrong through the Trump Russia collusion stuff. They were wrong about the Mr. Sandman from Kentucky being a racist, a 16-year-old racist. They was wrong about everything, and they need to talk and interview me if like Don Lemon and that little cherub, that little fat guy that was at this.
Well, I would think that would be valuable, but you tend to get a little irritated and
it's because
passionate when
that's
someone
good.
pushes
that's
your
good.
buttons, or was it chaps your
my
biscuits. Or frosts your nuts.
Well, my nutties.
Nutties. Okay.
Yeah, there's two of them. All right? Mm-hmm. There's two of them.
Well, that's beneficial.
Yeah. I still have mine. I don't know about you.
I just see frosting. I don't.
Well,
it's weird.
This is not frosted flakes. They're just
Frosted
like
cupcakes.
No, they're not cupcakes. I don't have cupcakes. I got biscuits.
What's the difference?
That cupcakes is something that,
It's frosted.
No, they're not. I don't frost my biscuits. I chap my biscuits because biscuits get chapped. Okay. That redden and little splitties, and they get cold. Now the nougats, they get frosted too. But that I don't put cake mix on my. That's not the frosting that I'm done. There's no frosting.
Okay.
It's it's cold.
Well, I appreciate the clarification. That's just kind of what comes to mind. That's just like frosted nuts. I'm just like
that sounds like a cereal. Frosted nuts.
It kind of does.
But they're nutties, not nuts.
Okay. Nutties.
Yeah, frosted nutties. Right.
So anyway, so what you're saying is it's the same old bullet point, the liberally biased media. So is all media liberally biased, in your opinion?
Hell yeah.
All of it.
100%.
Newsmax.
That's not liberal.
OAN. No, I said all media. I asked you.
You said all
media.
Liberal.
I said it's all media liberally biased.
I need a point. What do you say?
Is all media liberally biased?
Yes,
that's what I said.
I think you need to talk into this here then, because I didn't hear you.
Okay, that's fine.
My last spirit. What? Oh yeah.
Oh, it's the special one.
What do you mean?
Save that till the end.
I saved that to the end so I could shotgun against you.
Yeah, you got one. Dude, you drank like 14 beers. I mean,
well, that was before the show.
Is that not enough? Oh, here it is.
Yeah. Right, see, you don't get one.
Well, I know. I understand that.
Because,
I lost my privilege because I spilled.
Why don't you toast me with your?
So all media is biased.
100%
liberal.
Well, liberal media, not
the good
stuff.
We can.
Or Billy Buck Roscoe, or old school with Billy Buck Roscoe and friends. I mean, we're opinion, but most of my opinion is fact.
Dude, everything on TV, regardless of what channel, after 8 p.m. is all opinion.
No, it's not.
All of it.
Mine's not opinion. Mine's fact.
All of it. You just said yours was opinion.
Well, opinion, that's fact.
Factual opinions.
My factual opinions, yeah. Okay. It's like skeptically optimistic. But I'm not skeptical ever. I'm very optimistic in life.
Oxymoronic.
Did you just call me a moronic? The hell's the matter with you? That's not oxymoronics. Again, with you and your stupid-ass language, you need to tell people that follow me and follow this podcast that, some of this language that comes out of your mouth, nobody understands because you're, one of them rainbow
smarty
Vespa,
pants piece of crap.
Pants.
Whatever. I don't know. I just trying to predict what was about to come out of your mouth. That's great.
You can't.
I know. That's
because I am.
There's a couple times.
No, that's crap.
So the reason I asked the question is because there's
question?
about the media.
Question?
About the media is there's plenty of representation of bias across the spectrum, from right to left. Yeah, there is.
Have you ever seen? Do you know what right means? You're on the right side of God, of this country, and everything else. Then the left media is on the wrong side, and I think that's where you end up half the time with your Vespa. You instead of going to the right turn, you should take instead of going left turn like you always do, go to the right turn.
Because the Vespa isn't capable of turning
right. I don't
right.
think it is. I really don't think it is. And you need to change that number to 24 on it instead of and get orange and blue and all that other stuff for Jeff Gordon, the rainbow guy.
He was a pretty good driver, too.
Not like Dale Earnhardt.
He wasn't the Intimidator.
No, he wasn't. Anyway,
Intimidator was a freaking man. Sorry. I don't care.
I have made my point.
All right.
You're wrong.
I think we're going to have further media discussions.
Because 100%, because you're always wrong.
Right. And that beer's getting warm, so.
No, it's not.
And your blood alcohol content is
dropping. That's why I get mad.
I know.
You irritate me.
I know. So please.
Yeah, but America, he doesn't get one because the first two shows, one ended up on his shirt, The other one ended up like Lake Michigan right here on the table. It ruined microphones and everything else. So this is to you. Thank you for joining us. Old School with Billy Buck Roscoe and friends. God bless you all. Semper Fi. I'm Billy Buck Roscoe, and I'm done with it.
Pro.